Hello again. This is Math 2270 coming to you from the College of DuPage. And the title of this lecture is Low Stakes Assessment 2, also known as LSA 2, Designing a Solar Collector. As you might know, the Biden administration recently pledged to rejoin the Paris Climate Accord, which deals with global warming and should help out polar bears. The condition is getting quite dire, though, because the carbon dioxide concentration in November of 2020 reached a world record 415 parts per million. And the problem is actually multifold, but generally speaking, a nature solution is to take the carbon dioxide from the air, combine it with water, and blessed with the sun's warmth and plants, do photosynthesis, which outputs sugars and other foods, and oxygen. So that means that rainforest and the vegetation there, these trees produce a lot of the oxygen, get rid of carbon dioxide, and gives us more oxygen. This is not LSA2, but a problem I do in some of my classes. You see many of the rainforests are getting cut down to make grazing land for cattle, which are raised and exported for beef and quarter pounders. So the question that I pose here, not for you, but for the other students, is how much Brazil rainforest is compromised so you can consume a grass-fed quarter pound Brazilian beef hamburger? And how does that area compare to our BIC classroom? A related problem has to do with air travel or other kinds of travel. And so here what you have is a jet fuel being burned, and the reaction changes the jet fuel. You see it's burning up a lot of oxygen, and it's changing the oxygen into carbon dioxide. So you see it's sort of doing the reverse process that the rainforests are trying to do with photosynthesis. So anyway, the question goes on. The daily carbon dioxide emissions from O'Hare takeoffs cancel out what amount of Brazil rainforest daily carbon dioxide recycling, and what fraction of the DuPage County land area is this? Now, these considerations and many others lead to consideration of renewable energy sources. And these are very interesting things and should have a lot of discussion and implementation during your lifetimes. And you can see we do have hydropower, we have nuclear energy, we have solar energy, and there's even wind energy. Now, we're not going to talk about any of these. Well, just briefly, I am going to deal with wind. Let's everyone blow. All right, but the only one we're really going to talk about now is designing a solar collector, and this is LSA2. So if you weren't paying attention before, please pay attention now. So you want to design a solar collector that will concentrate the sun's ray at a point, and you want to do that because that's efficient. Otherwise, you're distributing all the sun's rays, and it's not being very efficient. By symmetry, this surface will have the shape that is a surface of revolution, obtained by revolving a curve about an axis. Without loss of generality, you can assume that this axis is the x-axis, and the rays parallel to this axis are focused at the origin. And so, let's look at a picture. So the blue is your unknown curve. Here's the sun's rays coming in, and all the sun's rays we want to focus to the point 0, and the curve is given by xy, and there's a whole bunch of angles in this picture: alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. And we're going to be talking about trying to find this unknown curve to design an excellent reflector. So let's go back to steps to do this then. All right, so here are some steps I'm giving you. Show that beta is equal to 2 alpha. The second step is show that this equation, y over x is equal to 2 dy dx minus 1 minus dy dx whole squared. Show that is true. Step 3, show that the curve that we saw in the picture satisfies this differential equation. Dy dx is equal to minus x plus the square root of x squared plus y squared all over y. Then you want to solve this differential equation, and you already know how to solve this differential equation, but you want to derive that setup, and then you want to, in your step E, describe the solutions and identify the type of collector that we have obtained. This is LSA 2. In closing, now more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. And now more than ever, take care of yourself and of each other. May God bless you all.